Hi everybody, today is Wednesday. Wow, already almost through the last week of summer school. Very proud of all of you for your hard work. Yesterday was our highest day of attendance that we've ever had for summer school for 5th graders going into 6th grade, and I am so impressed with all of your hard effort and hard work. Today what we're going to do, we are again going to read two stories and kind of compare and contrast them. Today's focus, we are going to be comparing and contrasting points of view. That means the writer's point of view, the author who wrote the piece that we will be reading. So I'm really quickly just going to go through. First person uses I statements. That means they use I a lot. That does not mean that they use I inside of quotation marks. That means that they use I outside of quotation marks, okay? Just like the example right down here. I grew up in Indiana and I know that Indiana has a lot of corn. And then there's a picture of this man standing inside the corn. Ooh, spooky, spooky. I really want to draw the distinction about quotation marks. When you're using quotation marks and you have I statements inside of the quotation marks, that will probably be in third person. Does not use you or I to convey meaning unless inside of quotation marks. Refers to people by their names. Or they, them. Uses lots of they, them. Most of the time when I give directions, we'll get to that in a second. I'll read my examples for third person. Adon did very well on his volume assignment yesterday. Brianna also did very well on her volume assignment. I'm going to add something. I'll put Brianna's back in just a second. This would also be considered third person. Adon said, I'm hungry. The reason this is in third person is because Adon is saying it. Okay? It's in quotation marks, the I. If this I'm hungry is outside of quotation marks, then it would be first person, okay? I'm really quickly going to backpedal so that you can see Brianna's again. Okay. Now, second person. When I give you directions on your assignments and I say, you need to read this, you need to do this, that is in second person. Uses exclusively you statements to convey the meaning of the story. It's hardly ever used. The main time that you'll see it is only in directions that you get or in instructional manuals. Like if you have a car manual that tells you what to do for your car, those are mainly written in you statements and in second person because they're telling you what to do. Example, you went home, you baked cookies, you ate the cookies, you went to bed. Second person sounds really weird, so people normally don't write stories with second person. On our final assessment that you will be taking tomorrow, you will have a question, and you will need to identify the point of view of the author. So I hope this video helped you understand what to do for that. Now, I'm going to take us to our assignment for today. You're going to watch this video, yay, and then you're going to open up the Google Doc right here. While you're reading these two different stories, you are going to be seeing if they are in first person, second person, or third person, okay? I'm going to help you and I'm going to identify the point of view of the first article, okay? So I'm going to read a little bit. Little Things Are Big by Jesus Colon. Jesus Colon was a Puerto Rican writer of African descent who moved to Brooklyn, New York at the age of 16. Colon wrote about his experiences as an immigrant and discussed how racism influences American culture. In the following story, Colon recalls one such experience on a subway car during the 1950s. As you read, take notes on how Colon presents his point of view from the passage. That's what we're working on today, point of view. I've been thinking, sometimes one thing happens to change your life. How you look at things, how you look at yourself. I remember one particular event. Now, I'm going to pause here. I see I also see you. So is this in first or second person? Whenever you see an I statement, the I statement always takes precedent. That means it always is more important. So that means this is actually going to be an article that's in first person. So I'm going to highlight this first line here. Remember, you highlight by clicking with your keypad, then holding down your finger on your keypad, using another finger to pull, coming up here, clicking highlight color, and then picking a color. And then I'm going to leave a note. I'm going to say, this has I statements, so it is in first person. Okay, that is one difference. You have to finish the difference though. So this second article, again, you are going to have to scroll. You are going to have to scroll big time because there are 5 pages for you today. The first story is all about a subway car with Jesus Colon, and then the second story is about the 16th Street Baptist Church bombings. This was a really big deal a couple years ago for it to come back because there was another bombing in Birmingham. So the reason this article was actually written in 2016, which was only about 4 years ago, and that was because of a second thing that happened, like a resurgence, which was wild. And when I say wild, I mean very bad. So right here, we're going to write 2 similarities between the articles, and you should be doing that through highlighting. Both of these stories are about different types of racism that happen to different African Americans in the US. So when you're reading this, you can see there are different kinds of racism that are happening to these people. There are also similarities between the racism that's happening between Jesus Colon and the people living in Alabama. The main thing that I want you to find, though, for the difference is the point of view. We know that the first story is written in first person. Jesus Colon's story is written in first person. And then you need to figure out what the point of view of the second story is. Do you think you can do it? I hope so. Good luck. I can't wait to see what you do today. I am going to go ahead and just backspace this work so that you have space to write your own answers in and so that I can see if you actually watched the video. I have not graded your assignments from yesterday yet, so I can't give shout-outs today, but I will be giving some shout-outs on Friday to people who have shown some great work, and I will still be giving out that Be Great Scholar $10 gift card on Friday. Super exciting. Will it be you? Who knows? Right here, I am also going to include, really quickly, I'm going to go back here. I'm going to include this. You do not need to do this. This is just something that Mr. Berkey is doing so that you can see. I'm going to include this as a picture. I'm sorry that there was a big pause there. I'm going to include this as a picture right here so that you can view the different points of view and look at it if you need help, okay? And please, please, please use it. I made it for you to use. I didn't make it so that I could spend 30 minutes doing something for no one to use, you know? Same reason I make these videos. I make them so that you can use them so that you can grow your brain. Now, I'm going to say good luck, have a great rest of your day, and prepare for a big final assessment tomorrow. Bye-bye!